This is thin ice I walk on, right? Never in my life have I done your job, but I'm here to tell you sometimes you don't need all the data, and sometimes you don't need to run the testing. So it's a slippery slope I walk on right now. So bear with me, understanding that I've coached enough organizations to know that sometimes this slows them down, absolutely slows them down, stifles their growth. And when it comes to making decisions, it's easy to not to if you can do the first two things. Because the first two things look like work. The first two things take time. The first two things are on my to-do list today. It's work, right? So again, if your spouse is watching you, they say, good job, you're doing good at work. But how much does it really need to be done? That's all. Get 3 quotes or bids on any purchase decision. This is more for in your personal life. If you're get 3 bids, get 3 quotes, think it over, gather as much information as possible to make a value-added, intelligent decision, which is human nature. You will find yourself at work wanting to do the same thing, and it will keep you from making decisions, right? Does everybody get that? If you research, educate yourself, know as much as you go to buy a hot tub. If it takes you 6 months to buy a hot tub, because you talk to everybody you know that has a hot tub, you look at every model out there, you call your brother-in-law, you sit in 18 of them, you put your back there, you feel the jets over here, you feel this there, you look at the cedar thing, you put this in, and it takes you 6 months to buy a hot tub. I promise you, when you come to work on it, you're not making decisions. You will take forever to do anything. Just buy a hot tub. You know how many hot tubs you've missed out on? How many nights you've missed out on? Making angels in the snow, jumping in it? What's wrong? Why are you doing all that? I got a brother-in-law, drives me nuts. It took him 6 months to buy a hot tub. He called me to see if my brother-in-law liked it. Sorry. Do extensive research before a major or minor purchase. Again, to lop onto that, if you're a consumer report, internet research, ask friends and neighbors kind of person, you are making an intelligent buying decision. Hats off to you. Please know, when you come to work on Monday, you cannot shake that mentality, and it may stifle growth here at MPC. I'm not saying be flippant and don't be cautious. I'm saying pay attention to what you do personally. It stays with you professionally. At work, some of the problems that you might see, a lot of projects, but not too many finished projects. Make sense? Decisions aren't getting made along the way. What's getting done? Sometimes not a lot. You'll believe it when somebody says maybe. If you're a maybe or I want to think it over kind of person and someone says maybe or I'll think about it or I'll get back to you, you'll wait for them to get back to you. It's a human natural tendency. When somebody says, I'll call you Thursday, and you wait for that call Thursday and it doesn't come, and sometimes you don't even think about it between Tuesday and Thursday. But if you're that kind of person waiting to be called back and it doesn't come, now what do you do? Now you got to call and you got to make sure it happens. I would take that responsibility right away from someone. Why don't we make it my responsibility, Ralph? I'll call you Thursday 10:30. How's that? That helps get things done. If you're waiting for information, waiting for someone to call or email you, I'll tell you, you could wait forever. Take that responsibility right from someone, even internally, even with your brother. I'll call you Thursday, I'll let you know. Nah, I always think to myself, not going to happen. Let me call you. That way I know it'll happen. It's just little stupid things like that. We're going to learn in future sessions about setting ground rules.